Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Redirection with Terri-Karelle. I am your host, Terri-Karelle. I pray. Well, I actually know that you guys have been enjoying the episodes because you've been telling me. If it's not direct message, it is commenting on YouTube or it's on Apple Podcast or Google Podcast. Thank you so very much for really buying into what this podcast is all about. And really, it's just having interesting conversations with people who've experienced hurdles and challenges and have been redirected and rerouted, but still they are trying to navigate and they're telling you what they've done, what they haven't done, what they learned in order to just kind of push through life. And we hope that everyone here resonates with someone. And if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please go ahead, continue to share, continue to like, and continue to leave reviews. We know that it will help our podcast to reach even more people. Now, this podcast is brought to you by MasterCard in association with Heineken and Toyota Jamaica. MasterCard always reminding us that even when life's, we're going to look for the priceless moments. And Heineken 00 reminding us that no matter what happens, now we can. Now is the moment that we can change our lives or even get on a different trajectory that we didn't necessarily know was going to be it. And Toyota Jamaica, I am a proud Toyota ambassador, changing Jamaica one hybrid at a time. So if you're looking for a new car in the market, you know where to go. But we have other amazing partners who make season 3 just as amazing as season 2. And so I'd like to thank my production partners, the ones that are bringing the quality, the angles, the lights, the sound, commercial concepts. Thank you for holding me down and for believing in this dream that I have. To Spaces for creating such a nice, warm, welcoming atmosphere. All my guests have kind of said that they feel as if they're on a veranda or they're in a living room, and that's how I want them to feel. Beauty Brands by MDS. So far, the guests who have gotten their packages, they're like, yo, this heavy E, always providing Tree Hut, which is really a premium body and skin line. Thank you so very much for buying into the dream. Go Shore Couriers, Brescia. Brescia is all about being purposeful and being prepared. And FHC Credit Union. Thank you for reminding us that even when life gets rough, no matter what happens, it is always wise to have a solid financial footing. Even if you only have $10, try and save 2, right? Thank you so very much. And of course, Tony Aiken, amazing. Thank you for being the bridge between myself and the deaf community, sign language interpreter, always doing what T does. So the question is, who is coming next in the Redirection seat? This is a gentleman I've been watching over a period of time, like what he represents. Very quiet, very militant. And a lot of the times, I think we have preconceived notions of artists and what they've been through. And sometimes we don't have a clue. All I will say is, take me somewhere wonderful. Have you figured it out yet? Well, Redirection with Terri-Karelle starts now. Ras-I, Immanuel Ras-I Immanuel. Yeah. I love it. I wanted to get you in the Redirection seat from last year, and I'm so happy that I have you this season. How are you?
I'm great. I'm happy to be here. I really was looking forward to this.
Yes.
From we get the invite the first time, so I'm just looking forward to see where the conversation leads us.
All right. Well, thank you so very much for being here. How I first found you or stumbled upon you was hearing this beautiful rhythm, take me somewhere wonderful. Like that was the vibe. There was something sweet about it, something that was very roots, rock, reggae. Is that how you describe the kind of music that you create?
Roots based. Mm-hmm. Try to make sure that everything when we do there is an element of roots in it.
Yeah.
I try not to disregard it. Sometimes it might not be in there, but roots based.
Yeah.
It starts there, and I listen to a lot of music.
Yes.
And the other musicians and producers that I work with, we all listen to music.
Yes.
So you'll always hear elements of jazz. You'll hear some samba here and there, Afrobeats.
Nice.
You name it, you'll hear it.
So it's a nice fusion inspired by different textures of
music.
music.
It's like a nice ital stew. Some whole heap of different peas and beans and everything there.
Nice. Now you write, you produce, you sing. You're doing so well. I see you on more stages. In fact, I think I saw you 2 years ago at Earth Hour.
Yeah.
Saw you perform, and there was even a moment when you had a moment of vulnerability when you spoke about your mom. And I think that is where I was extremely intrigued by your story, because a lot of the times we see artists, we see musicians, we make assumptions and we don't have a clue what it has taken
Yeah.
to reach where you are now. What were your motivations? What were your disappointments? So take me back to little Immanuel growing up. Is this where he saw himself?
At a point, it was either on the stage or upon a football field.
Yeah.
So football is the first love. My father played football. So and my brother play football.
Yeah.
So my family always, and my sister. I just remember say and uncle and auntie. So football really was it. But then now, mommy, she work a tough gang.
Yes.
So from the football field to the studio,
Yeah.
I'm introduced to Errol Brown. I thought the first thing will catch my eye is the lights on the mixing board.
Yes.
As any other child. And then I watched China Smith, Glenn Brownie, Dean Fraser, Gregory Isaacs, you know. And then I think the real turning point, I got to witness the creation of the Chant Down Babylon album. Bob Marley featuring some R&B artists, rock artists. So I watched Lauryn Hill,
Oh,
Erykah Badu,
nice.
Busta Rhymes.
So you were immersed in the world of
Yeah.
music. And I think it's very easy for people to assume that because you're immersed in the music, we have the talent, that it's just easy to reach where you are. Talk to me about the moments that maybe your dream looked as if it was slipping away. Talk to me about those moments that you had to push through in order to be the Ras-I that we see today.
Where to start? Realizing that talent is not the only thing. That are the early sign. So for me, if me I gotta be honest, going to school I was one of those students that once I see it on the board one time, I don't really forget it.
Nice.
So I don't study. So me just breakthrough. Every now and again me'll have a period in time where I apply myself daily and go in and study and it bear fruit. Maybe
But-
my lazy, I end up back to just breakthrough because CXC, my mother used to say, them have to start look for schools. For me, for go repeat and do over CXC because them not feel like me I go through. Because me now come home, come study every day like some other. I wasn't the best student.
But you recognize that you had that talent, so why work so hard?
Yeah.
But then
it's
what
a-
changed for you? Now that you're able to sit down as a man and say, well, I realize now that it's not enough. What were the things that happened for you to realize that it needs discipline, it needs more things?
I think it was trying to get on certain shows. Somebody saying that active enough is not like you want it enough. Them not feel like I want it enough. Me I say, but what that mean? Me I go studio every day and me I create, but it's not just the creation. You have to be visible. You have to go perform, especially when nobody don't know you. You have to go sing anywhere something string up. Even if it's a one man I play music over in my head, sometimes you have to go over there go all like vibes. And then now I say, all right, head down, get to work. Plus some other little things with some other artists where I'm not really talk about.
Yeah.
But ego, recognizing ego from other people and then looking into yourself and knowing say, you have ego too, you have to know say. Ego make no better you chat to me, so
Yeah.
I don't really want to get to that point with him, so let me go over here and just do it on my own.
Where did you learn that emotional maturity? Where did you learn the emotional maturity where you identify when ego is in the room, when pride is in the room, where just doing or saying something even remotely off could cause something to escalate, and being able to say, you know what, not worth it. Is that something that took time for you to learn?
Yeah, different situations. They have to do that. I guess personal relationships, friendships, the intimate ones, and even just dealings within music. A man feel like him name bigger than you, so him probably think him can't learn nothing from you. That's not how the world works. Everybody want to say you can learn from even the baby, but nobody don't want to learn from the baby really and truly most times.
Yeah.
That me realize. As well as even football. Because how I look at life is like a football game.
Yeah.
So you'll be just up on the ball field and you hear someone and talk to them one another. And it's like the man just tell you say, for watch the man where I run beside you. And all of a sudden it's like you want to fight him.
Yeah.
But his ego man just feel like him is a better baller. So nobody can tell him nothing on him. But we all make mistakes. We all stumble. It's just how you return from it.
What is one of the biggest mistakes you've learned from? A lot of the time, mistakes hurt.
Yeah.
And when they happen, we don't want them. It don't feel good. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. But sometimes in hindsight, you look back and you realize that sometimes that mistake was a lesson. That failure moment was a lesson. Can you think of a moment that you've experienced or that you've erred by mistake, but it turned out to be something that you needed in order to grow? That's a hard one.
Yeah, it is. Because there's so many moments when I say, this is just another lesson.
Or one that was defining for you as a man or as an artist? Got you speechless.
Yeah. There's so many. Because I remember even one night, me and my manager are reason, and she tell me what she hears some people I say about me and her, but more like what people really think. And I say, what? Me? Them feel like it's like them I say me have it easy. I said, all right, maybe we'll have to show them certain things. But then there's the business side of it. Trusting people. Just, yeah, mama, like your vibes. Come, we could do this.
Yeah.
And it is that me get scammed. So there's that. And then I guess there's a relationship too. A past relationship. Or maybe, or not even my past relationship. My relationship now. Like a conversation, we were probably having an argument, and I guess it was a make or break argument. But how I approached the argument was not how I was supposed to approach it. So I guess that even helped me to know that you don't always have to go with fire.
Yeah.
Or you can walk with the fire same way, but it don't have to be raging. You can go there warm. But communication is the thing. And a lot of things fall through because of communication. A lot of songs we could have had, collaborations we could have had, business dealings we could have had fall through because of that. So I learned to say what I mean and mean what I say.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate your transparency. And I find it profound because I really just asked you for just one lesson maybe, and you just gave me three. One of communication, two, really controlling your narrative. The fact that people can perceive you to be one thing when you're not. How do I control the narrative? By making people see exactly who I am and what I do. I think a lot of the times we do not humanize artists. We do not humanize your experiences. And I think even when you're Rastafarian, even more so, people just assume a lot of things. Now, you said, for example, that people think maybe you have it easy. I don't know why they would think that, because as far as I'm concerned, doing anything in Jamaica, especially breaking through as a musician, as an artist, and carving out a name for yourself is not. what are some of the things that you found to be moments where maybe you thought you were going to be broken? Maybe your spirit was going to be broken. Like, what are some things that you had to come back even stronger from?
Man, when me I grew up, me have two cousins. And we grew up like brothers. And them killed the two of them. But it get even worse. A man with them know kill the two of them. And them kill the two of them in the same place. So if them cousin that they did about now, them gonna live behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Right there, so. Because them not left me out. When them thing they go on is my mind sound like it now heavy, but that's a part of the reason why I don't even keep certain people around me. It's a handful of people, and you know the handful are probably two handful, but I home I move with from ever since.
How did you cope with the loss? Are you still coping with the loss?
Every time there's a major moment,
Yeah.
I always say, boy, he would have loved that moment, yeah. He would have loved for there, so he would have up on the stage. So I don't know, go through the phases.
Yeah. When you performed at Earth Hour 2 years ago, you mentioned your mom. It was actually a beautiful moment. And I remember exactly where all of us were when you were in your set, you were doing your set. You spoke about your mom and your mom going through and you having to be there for her. You mind talking about your mom?
I don't mind. I don't even know what about the night there, because it's not the first time I sing the song and my
Yeah.
mother did it, or the second or third. We do it all the while, but I think that night me and I did a spar, you
Yeah.
know, just because I'm a party like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can say, but
Of
even,
course.
you know, like even smoking, when I used to smoke,
Yeah.
you know, we smoke together. And we use them together. A lot of the things we me do right now is things where we would sit down and talk about at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Just like me, probably I'll just come in from off her show, and she did it and make some tea, talk about some things, and she have a book. Cause one thing with that lady then, she when come on to her pitney them,
Yeah.
anything we she do, she organize.
Yes.
You know, because she knows how to manage situations and whatever. So, yeah, just that. And there was a point in time where she and I didn't know how to communicate with each other. You know, because we're the same, so we kind of butt heads in certain situations. And we used to email each other certain things, even have some one-line email. Hey, doing this and that today, blah blah blah. One reply, okay, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, I guess she needed time to realize who I was. I needed time to realize who she
And that takes
is.
patience.
Yeah, and patience and something we did learn enough we learn till we reach a certain age, or until we have a dog, we have a child, we have something that you have to care for over a longer period of time. So her cancer battle
Yeah.
was what even brought us closer together as a family. My mother and my other two sisters. Them.
Do you remember where you were when you found out about this health scare?
We did in the house. You know, it's like a video call. Everybody there on the video call. That not really happen all the while. So right away, me I say, I want
Something
now.
wrong.
And then them tell me, and you know, she go through therapy and all, but I think one of the heaviest moments, because my mother, she have locks now again, but the chemo, you don't know, hair loss, so me did have to cut her hair. So if I cut your mother locks, it's like, you know, But then it's a start again. It's a new process.
Yeah.
So
Were you ever worried or fearful? I
of
mean, we know
course,
that it's never a death sentence, but we do also realize that many people, we lose them because of it. How did you manage?
hear
How
my
do you
call.
cope? Because people see you and they might think everything is glossy and everything is fine and you do your thing, but how did you manage? And to support her as well, emotionally.
That's the thing too. That is another thing will teach me like emotional intelligence and maturity is because we grow very militant. So it's not yeah, love is there, but enough time or some tough love too, like because me a Rasta.
Yeah.
So that's how them grew away. So we had to learn a new type of love for each other. Even me and my sisters, because we're close, but we never used to talk all the while. But now we all have a family group chat where every day we check in same way and them things.
Yeah.
So them things they're good. That's one of the things I actually love. That same song, Hear My Call, as me say, is a personal prayer for me. Because even at the same time when mommy did I go through fear battles, daddy did I go through theme battles
Really?
too. So, you know, he is diagnosed with Parkinson's.
Really?
Yeah. And there was a spell of dementia as well. So just, we know picturing the strongest person or the strongest people going from that to
To
almost,
shells of
yeah,
themselves.
yeah. But he's been better,
Yeah.
you know. As I say, my father is a man who normally active, play football. Let me tell you what my father used to do. My father used to run from Beaumont Garden out at East.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know where Raytown Fishing Village
Of
is.
course.
And you know the community center further up.
Yes.
So right that's where we come from. My father run from this so go airport roundabout every
Which airport
morning.
roundabout? Hold on. Hold on, which airport roundabout? My asthma, right now my lungs in my chest going, which airport roundabout?
Yeah man, every morning I'm on Manly Airport and run come back. Every day, every morning somebody link me and tell me say them see me do it.
And now?
You can't even walk.
What does it feel or what did it do to your faith? So what I've realized is sometimes life, you just try navigate, you try figure out yourself. You're just trying to keep yourself alive as you figure out this thing called life. And life hits you with these unexpected challenges and it can test your faith. I think it can test your spirit because you're also working on your career and your career is taking off, but you also have these things. Talk to me about faith. Talk about the things that you now had to do, fix, learn in order to manage everything.
Acceptance. If I accept that life is what it is. So I am a realist. I don't paint the picture or put no fantasy thoughts in my head. I see it for what it is and me have to deal with it as it is. It don't make no sense. You hide the truth for nothing. It's a waste of time because you're going to come right back around to it.
So confront it.
Yeah, just deal with it. It's like you buck up in a solid defender
Yes.
and him tackle you hard. You go run from him? No. Me I go take it to him.
Keep
And if him keep me
attacking.
down, me I go take it to him again. And I just so have to go deal with it. That are the main thing. In the song I say acceptance is your hero.
Yes.
As soon as you learn acceptance, you're already making the progress.
Yeah.
Because you have to see it for what it is, then you will know how to move forward with it.
And it's the truth. I think once you're able to confront the truth, which is what your acceptance is, then you're really able to find the solutions that deal with it
Yeah.
head on, as
Yeah.
you rightfully say.
Yeah, because certain things, a lot of the things in the world I don't agree with. Like this thing, I might segue a little bit, but this thing where you have a competition, a kids competition, but everybody get a trophy. That don't make no sense.
You get a trophy, you
Y-
participation trophy.
No,
Why?
teach them. You have to be the best if you want the reward. You have to work harder. Them have to learn it. Because if you paint this picture for them now, when them reach 16, 17, they're going to think
And then
that
buck up in a
them can
life.
just go through and
Life is going to reward them.
everybody, Terry
Irregardless.
gets a reward. So where's my reward? No, you don't work hard enough. You never win. Winners win.
Facts.
Winners win. And you don't just win on your talent. You win on hard work and smart work as well. So don't shirk the work. That is one of the things where me and my team always say, don't shirk the work.
Talk to me about the team. You said earlier, you've had to become very intentional about who is around you. The people who feed you, feed your mind, feed your heart, feed your soul.
And feed your belly too.
And feed your belly too.
Yeah.
I can't cook,
You have to know
I can't help it. I can't help it in that department. But you have to know who's also nourishing you.
Yeah.
As you're transitioning, and of course, we might have people who watching, youngsters who watching, who want to follow even in your path or who are inspired by you. What are the things that you looked at in saying, okay, this is the kind of music I want to make. This is the kind of love I want to put out into the world. How do I now go about attracting, curating, and putting together the right team?
It start with you. You have to start walk the way you want to walk and the people around you for walk. And then if them not fall in the line of what you deal with, you know, you want to put out love, you have to be love. You have to know that, love, and love not just in an intimate sense, but in the fullness. Love for the father,
Yes.
your mother, if
Yeah.
diligence, militants. I'm gonna really make certain things slide on me.
So who's your team?
Niche Entertainment, April, Kiona, couple other people. My mother still part of my team because she still want, that other thing you have to keep her
Yes.
involved. And then I have my brethren them.
When did you
musician
realize?
them.
When did you realize that the hard work? Because you said earlier, sometimes you're not known. You don't get into some places. You have to go where you might string up a little one song. You don't even know if you're going to have an audience, but you still try to put yourself out there. When did you and your team realize, yo, we hit a breakthrough. We're doing well. When did you realize?
King Man thing, when I drop that song there, the video changed everything. The sound changed everything. People started to look over the fence for see what going over here, so a little bit more. But it was good because that song for me it bridged the gap between musicianship and entertainment, and the energy is uplifting.
Yes.
So the youth them love it and the elder them love it. So it's just
Intergenerational.
yeah. So that song then dropping Kingman album with Somewhere Wonderful. I was even talking to April the other day and saying, I don't know what I do with my voice Somewhere Wonderful. But later, if you look on the session, at one time I voice it. One recording got through, it was, I do it like, almost like a demo.
It was just supposed to be.
Yeah. So, but that at the moment, the song will take off on its own.
But we know that musicians, artists, many of us in our different trades, even, you know, I host events for a living. That's like my bread and butter. And recently, I think I ended up doing like 10 countries in 6 weeks. And people were like, what T we seeing, or what we see, all the things that you're doing. And I'm like, yeah, but this is not happening now. Or basically what you are seeing now is because of the work that I
Yeah.
put in the background, in the dark room when nobody never see. It's all of the times when I put in 150% that now my harvest is coming. For you, you might have seen the breakthrough with that particular album, and you saw a lot of success with that particular song. But how do you keep motivated when there are no results? When you're putting the talent, you're putting the effort, you have the right team, but you're still not seeing the fruits of your labor yet, but you're still going. When do you know when to quit and when to push because the breakthrough is coming? I find like that is a place where a lot of people
I don't know when to
don't
quit.
know. You don't know when to quit.
No, but I just know, you know, keep kicking. You have to keep kicking. You can't score unless you kick to goal. So you have to kick. That's all I know.
Could you see yourself doing anything else besides music? And I know you play instruments as well.
Yeah. It would have probably just be farming or football. You know.
Farming or football.
Yeah.
Of all your accolades, your accomplishments, your experiences, is there any particular show that you've done or any particular audience you have performed before that filled you with joy, where you said, all my hard work has paid off?
Europe. First time I go Europe, was Reggae Gill. Two shows, Reggae Gill and Rue Reggae Summer in Germany. So Belgium and Germany. Belgium first.
Ah, tu parles le français?
Huh?
Tu parles le français?
But come, I know we that. I know we that. Danke.
Ah,
That's weird.
danke. Ah, danke.
Yeah.
So talk to me about Belgium.
It was on my birthday.
Nice.
Either on my birthday or the day before, but I guess on my birthday. And the crowd, the audience for me get is not an early crowd. Like people dead it. So I must say, how would I you tell? But I have them there. I have them, they must sing, they must dance.
Yeah.
And I got a round of applause.
Nice.
Like them calling back out for
You get a encore.
both shows. And I guess even the special moment about Reggae Gill was it was Ron Machette who was the MC. And you know, Wally Kabaka them there, so
Nice.
Jesse,
Oh,
me and my bridging them there are easy, and you know, everybody I'm just glad to see me. I'm glad to see them.
Nice.
Yeah, so that in a Jamaica, I'd say Lost in Time.
Beautiful festival.
Yeah, very beautiful. But may I look forward to some fest
Nice.
because I did it in 2017, but that was early time.
Yeah, man. Your portfolio,
People
catalog.
still a fall out cheer when me at work and them thing there. You know, but now I think we should be a little later.
Nice.
Some more people sit down in the
Nice.
crowd.
But I
and
will
thing.
see you then. I will
Yeah.
absolutely see you there.
Yeah, man.
With regards to the music, the state of music, no matter whether we're talking about reggae or dancehall or reggae fusion, dancehall fusion, whatever, there's always this conversation between longevity, legacy. You look at people like Beres Hammond, you look at people like Bob Marley, who is still like artist of the century. How important is it for you to stay true to your art, your message, regardless of the noise and what seems to be trending or what seems to be doing extremely well? How important is it, and how easy or hard is it to stay true to the art?
For me, it's easy. I guess because a lot of my traits rooted in growing up as Rasta. So no matter what trend, my father, my mother always say, oh yeah, Rasta. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to do that. That is not you. Which is true. So, you know,
Worry.
I'm not worry. But I can understand if you're not reaching your audience. You know, because you have to think about that too. I always say perspective is a hell of a thing. 'Cause what about the youth who never grew as Rasta? You know, perspective is a hell of a thing.
And what advice do you have for anybody who wants to hold on to their truth? And as you just said, don't never have a foundation to say, listen, let's
Yeah.
bring it back to your belief system, bring it back to your principles and your foundation. And people are pressured more. There's social media, there is all of this, all that glitters is gold. What advice do you have for people who really want to spread love and want to spread music that is uplifting, but maybe the market is kind of showing them that it's going to take you way longer to see any sort of success? What advice do you have for them?
Be patient with yourself and your journey. And to know that there is a lesson in every step, literally. Literally, no matter if it's a step back sometimes you have to take a step back, if you take 2 steps forward, So just be true to yourself and just you have to be smart and innovative, because if we weren't smart and innovative, we wouldn't come up with something like Somewhere Wonderful or
Yeah.
a Kingman thing that can change your life. 'Cause it changed my life. It changed enough man's life. And that's one of the greatest things to me is we actually have an impact on lives around us. I keep saying we because I never think that is me alone. As me say, Niche Entertainment, we have Uncle Sean, who is part of the sound. Me like him, the engineer, the uncle engineer,
Yes.
where, all this sound and, Coastal Kings, the whole of the musician, them, the Revelations, everybody. Because with more songs like that bring more bookings. More bookings bring more bread.
Of
More
course.
bread
Better
mean
livelihood and
the
impact.
musician them getting paid and them more motivated, even though, So, yeah, I even forgot the question, but as I said, you know,
No, it's an advice. It was really the advice for persons who want to break into the music but are pressured to go against maybe what they really want to do. But you did
yeah.
answer. Like you actually
Yeah, I
did
said
answer. You
be
said
innovative
and be
and be
patient.
patient. Yeah.
And I guess also have the right people around you. And speaking of which, the thing about creatives, which a lot of us are very honest about, is we want to create our music, we want to create our art or whatever it is we're creating, but we don't necessarily always want to do the business. How important is it for you to realize where your weaknesses are and your gaps are along this journey to ensure that you're partnering with the right people who can fill those gaps?
It's music business. Study the business. Treat the business just as how you treat the music. Sometimes even a little bit better than how you treat the music. Music is the long game. Music is not a big song where I gonna last you just a month or so. Music is long game. You have longevity. If you want to, it's like your pension. The business side is your pension, brother. You need to know where the money is that you're supposed to get. Who have it? Remember go check them, remember go sign up. You know how much
What do your contracts look like?
you know how much big artists. I mean artists who, if me and you going to dance, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs from them artists, yeah, have to play. You can't even go hospital if them need to. How much artists here drop out
Go
and
for
them have
it.
to do GoFundMe if you bury them. Them family need this. Me no want, me not like hear that. That I know something good. we are rob them artists of something. And by we, I mean just like, we need to take care of ourselves more.
Understood.
And that means take care of the business, because your music is not just for you. Your music is for your family as well. And for the generations them to come here. As I say, you have to look at the bigger picture for everything. So business, it's important. It is tedious. And it come to this, I give thanks to my management.
Yes.
For them talk to people. I mean, I like talk to people too much. Especially if you're going to tell me foolishness. Me, as I say, is either I'm soft spoken or I'm gone to the next side of
Yes.
the chain. Come on now.
You make them
Just
fill that gap.
send an email to Niche Entertainment. Yeah. Even if I start the conversation, guaranteed. And if you tell me, say, you don't want to talk to my manager, right away, yeah, disrespect me. I feel like you don't respect the structure.
Yeah,
And many of us
protocol.
talk about structure and protocol, and we do have a structure in reggae, and we do have a structure here and there and this and that. But when the structure put in place, man still want go around the structure and come link your own pan a corner and buy this or that, and I do a thing, and we now there are moments, everybody knows, we have to think about their relationships.
Yes.
That you can see with. But you have some people who you don't know them.
It's
Them
a
want
boundaries.
your number, them want to call you. Where you come from? wait. Business you want to do? See the business, yeah?
See the protocol.
We're not friends.
It's the boundaries.
Yeah, people don't respect boundary. Man want come, me can't come check your yard and no, me not bring people in my yard like that. And that's how we do it.
You know what I was going to ask you? I was going to ask you if you ever had a problem saying no. I was going to ask
Used
you.
to.
Really?
Yeah, because I used to say, boy, you have to nice. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, man. There was a time I said yes. I'm going to find myself in a situation. And like me start cuss myself. I say, boy, I'm an idiot. No, boy, I'm a big fool. All you have to say, no. And you would have there, yeah, all right, you're comfortable. No, you're there, so you have to chat to
Obligated.
1 million man. Deal with one man. No. From this, I'm going to say, say, me all right with the no. Me all right with who want vex. Because I better you vex, Because if you did have the choice, you would have met me vex. So, no, I don't feel like do this. Why? We don't need to explain nothing to you. And sometimes, we don't even argue. I just say, watch you know, general. And I was just pan on their shoulder. Say, I love
This was
seeing
nice.
man.
Love, yeah, no
But
hard
you know me
feelings.
not forward, right? And no matter what them want, at the end of the day, a man must know, say, no is no.
And do you realize now, being older, realizing that saying yes is almost trying to be everything to everyone all the time?
Yeah, me can't matter with that.
Correct. And you now realize with intention, you make your yeses, your no's, your no. So you cannot control the kinds of areas and spaces you want to be in.
And you make yourself more valuable.
You make
your
yourself-
presence more valuable than, yeah.
Absolutely. But people fear that when they say no, they will lose opportunities. What has your
We
experience
can
from
lose
saying
some
no?
opportunities.
The man. Some of them can.
You can skip some stones. There was a point in time when the officer said to me, say, you don't have to talk to this girl. You can get her a compliment and you just go on about your business. You don't. Certain things we can't always take on. We can't save everybody. Me definitely don't want to save everybody.
It's a peace of mind. It's peace.
That and yeah, no, me can't reach us. No, me not come at a dance and no. Cause I love all my yard, me is a man to studio, ball field, show, a little outing now and then. Go home. Don't look for me and say where we are going next. You idiot. Me I go home, bad man. And them know now. So them, cause them, Them say, no man, you can't do it. No man, when you tell me say I can't do it, man.
I did
Me,
not go
gotta
do it.
man. All if me did want to go home. All if me never want to go home, I mean, man. I say, you know, so I gotta go home for real and straight. Because I'm very simple.
But it's not just simple. It's the fact of the matter that you are okay with exercising your self-control and your autonomy. You understand that you have control over you.
Yeah.
And that the moment you give that up to somebody else to control, then
And them not see how the world around. Jamaican are nice. we, Jamaica nice on the coast. In the town, yeah, in the city.
red. It red.
Jamaica are nice. You know, see how much shatter fire. Wild mad driver there on the road. I know I start get comfortable in it. You know what I'm saying? Too much idiot there on the road. People that don't have no level of consciousness, no consideration for other people's life. Because I think there is a level of selfishness embedded in all the way, where we have to know when to put that selfishness to the side. Like you see some man drive on the road, a man don't want to wait 2 seconds,
2 seconds.
for you go out. Because he want first. And when you go up at the light, him that same way. Him not going nowhere. Waste of time. Waste of time. Him not going nowhere.
Why do you think we're here? Why Jamaica never felt this way? Like, you're much younger than I. Like, about a decade younger, okay?
Really?
So, yeah, means about a...
You don't look it.
Okay, that's a good answer. But we never used to live so when I was growing up. In the 80s, everybody look out for everybody. You never have to be my mother on the road to say, hi, fix up yourself, go home. Like, everybody looked out for everybody. Why do you think we're at this stage where it's better you just stay at your yard? Because there is a real fear because of the level of disregard we have for people. Where to begin?
Man just not think. We have a problem. We have a problem solving. We have a big issue with that. And it come back to ego. Sometimes you see some things on the ball field and man want to carry it go off of the ball field. Figure fight in a parking lot. And who a back gun. And sometimes I say,
For what?
I think I did bridging. And we come here to come play football. You know, some things where, and me hear how much man a fight over woman, chop up them one another. Psh.
You know that?
Me no time for that. Are you a girl?
No
You
problem.
not for go for you. No man, I want woman. You have the man a wait for you. Oh, you have him a wait for you so long. Cause me not go fight. You really are gonna make him just go, yes. Go on. Cause you see that? No make no sense to me. There's too many women. Too much.
Conflict
too much.
resolution.
We not have time for that. Man, I step on shoes. And them thing that when me hear about the youth them, where
The ones at school.
yeah,
Who because they
I mean,
step on the
them
class
I said no.
and get stabbed.
But then again, them young too. Them only know where them a listen and where them a listen
And what they see and experience.
and where them say. You know, there's this thing, duty. I feel like anyone away in the culture, you, me, the DJ, the radio programmer, the promoter, the people them at the gate, anybody will play a role within our culture, even the vendor them.
Yeah.
We have a duty to our people and to our culture.
Facts.
So when you sing, you must remember, you're not just singing it for you. It go further than just you. And me I talk about Jamaica because that's how we live. What you play on the radio, what you playing on the dance. And it's not like, I'm not a bash dancer, because me will listen dancer.
I
Me
understand
go
what
to
you're
a show,
saying.
turn on some Donia, some Cartel, some Skeng, whosoever.
But what we reap
Beat
is
out
what we
some
sow.
dancer. But me conscious enough to know me just I listen to some music and I'm not going to take on these words like they're gospel. You know? we need a balance.
I-
Dancehall has always been there. Dancehall has always been
And it
violent.
will always be there.
And it will always be that. And it will always be about girls and this and that. But there's the balance.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have them that play the Capleton, them, the Sizzler, the Taros. You know, Stephen Marley, Damian Marley,
Yeah.
them conscious music was still a thing.
Yeah.
It is still a thing, you know, but
We just need a balance in the space.
And we lose it because we're not on a show. That's all we know about conscious artists, you know. Hear a man on a show, Saturday, Monday, you hear him on the radio, Big A or Ron or one of them IRFM a play it. But then we don't have radio like that. Radio there, but nah.
Right, no, it's
not
fragmented.
leading. It's
correct.
you know, so them tailor. Everything is really tailored
It's
now.
personalized.
So we have I was telling some people the other day, say, even reading, everything is now on a tablet. And I think the fact that people not taking up an actual book sometime to read is a thing too.
Correct.
Read the book, feel the page, put on your phone, go outside,
Touch grass.
touch some grass. You know, it's just how we grow with a balance.
Yeah.
When last you see some youth play some street cricket,
Marbles. Money football.
no youth now bust them the pipe in the yard again and ball to them mother. So them a play marble and bust. Cause that me do. I'm a swear to my father gonna beat me, but him. A man just say, stop your ball, you know. Tangent and thing, and we gone again.
Yeah.
Ride bicycle. When last you see a bicycle turn 10 bicycle in a yard, turn on the seat, and the pitney them full of oil.
With a chain.
Well grease up.
Trying to
patch,
fix
how
the
much
chain.
patch they are about the place. And we not have them thing there. When last you see, yeah, only certain places we go and see street football, bag juice league. Them thing that, and we lose that because with this age of technology,
Modernization. And all of
everything,
these things.
everybody in a them house now, but no one go outside certain way. Me would have go outside go play football. Me still go outside go play football.
So we're losing elements that
We're
used
losing
to
the sense
make
of
us-
community.
Yeah.
Even the high rise apartment complex, them where I go up all the place. Nobody not in a yard, nobody not
Trees
in a
are
privacy, we're not in a tree. We,
Where's
you know,
the balance?
Everything is deteriorating, so it is on us to make a conscious effort to change that. Not to change it, but to even bring the balance, because change is inevitable.
Good.
So you need the balance.
I
We need
appreciate
green
it.
spaces. We need enough things. Enough things. We used to play football at the court up our whole pastures, string up our own light and thing, and them lock we out. But no one play no football up there again. A badminton I play now. It's only a handful of youth. I mean, badminton community there, but it's only a handful of them. Them thing that bring community and
a lot of the time it
camaraderie
keeps people
and thing, and it keep unity.
correct.
When you're looking at the ghetto and say, what we have to do to keep the peace? Are two things: football competition and stage show, and all of the artists them from all of the ghetto them are surround. Them come in.
So it's a balance.
And man knows say, well, a piece we are deal with and we can't entertain and enjoy ourselves if we are fight.
Exactly. My two last questions to you. Of all the things you've experienced, the ups, the downs, the hurdles, the obstacles, the good, the bad, what is your most priceless moment thus far?
Never think about that. Eh?
Your most priceless.
No, you don't know. Because may I go say winning my first award for music was Song of the Year.
Yes.
And Somewhere Wonderful was the song. So
What year?
which year again? 2022?
2022.
Last year I win it, I remember. But
Okay, that would be 2023.
yeah.
And lastly, we've spoken about it invariably in different parts of the conversations that, life is going to happen. You kind of have to approach it with a certain perspective, a certain mindset with certain people. For you, what is the definition of redirection?
The definition of redirection.
Yeah, your definition. As it happens in everyday life. Rerouted, redirected. What's your definition?
I think everything does happen for a reason. You bucket too. You bucket too because you never did for walk so fast. You never, if you're, you know, like your mother said, stop running at the yard. You buck your toe, you chip out your forehead. And she said, yes, man. No, you will know. Not for buck your toe. It's just, it's very interesting how them small, like reasoning there, we can apply to everything. So, yeah, I buck my toe already in the music. I'm probably going to buck it again and again, because, you know, that's just part of the journey. Picking up yourself and making sure that you don't buck it up on that same stone, that are the thing.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I've enjoyed your story. I've heard Tony Aiken, who is our sign language interpreter, a bust bare laughter on the side there. But thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to learn more about you as a person.
Yeah, man.
And that even rising to stardom is not always how everybody thinks it is.
Yeah.
And that life isn't just always easy breezy. Thank you for your honesty and your transparency. Even outside of music, it is what you hope to do, which is to always speak love, always speak upliftment, and to own your truth and to communicate. No matter how militant one wants to be, we understand that communication is absolutely important.
Yes.
I am proud of who you are. I love what you represent, and I know that you're just scratching the surface. Like, I can't wait
Thank you
for your
very much,
stages to get bigger, your audiences to get bigger, and for your music to touch every single corner of the globe. So I thank you for
I
being.
give thanks.
Yeah, man. I thank you for being in the redirection seat, and let me know what you thought about this conversation. Like, go ahead, like, share if you know people who you know might be inspired or motivated or empowered by this particular episode. Make us know about it, no? So if you're listening across your various podcast platforms, go ahead, give us your ratings or your reviews. Or if you're watching right now on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. I had a great time learning, not just about Ras-I, but just growing up and learning to own who you are unapologetically. So I will see you next week for another episode of Redirection with Terri-Karelle. Thank you to our partners, MasterCard, Heineken 00, Toyota Jamaica, Commercial Concepts, Spaces Jamaica, FHC Credit Union, Beauty Brands by MDS, Go Shore Couriers, and Brescia.